So it comes from shaper box here to here and then into the EQ. But then I have it routed to another channel. I'm gonna route that to a pitch wheel, OTT, a spectral gate, and a soothe.
All right, this is Jack where he produces for Slayr. Watch this. All right, what are we doing here? This is just something you had like beforehand?
Yeah, this is just exported. The whole thing was sound design just from a sine wave. The whole setup looks like this snap heap patch and delays. And then there's an LFO with random and it controls the feedback time.
Okay.
So the feedback times just bounce off each other and it's just generating random artifacts. And then I just pitch mapped it and that's what this is. I'm just gonna add, I think just a bass first. Yeah, I usually add basses. I just want to give the person that's using the melody some kind of direction for the bass line.
It's hard.
I'm gonna add some like extra textures. I'm probably gonna convolve the original melody just to have a pad in the background. Flux, leads. Like I use this one lead. I have this like phaser delay.
Yeah, I can already tell you like to sound design a lot of your own stuff, which is really cool. I'm like super interested in that. I saw you have like your own kits and stuff.
Yeah, I have this one that's from my 3K kit.
Do you like have a background in this stuff or did you just like teach yourself?
I just taught myself pretty much everything and then I've learned a lot from a few of my friends. I like using this lead to do like an electro stars pattern. Open in Edison and then you can do this blur.
Yeah, I like blur. Like you said, it makes it more like a pad, like it drowns it out.
Usually with the pads, I like having them bounce like from ear to ear. So I'll just do like a 1/4.
Add a little movement.
This. Not too crazy.
It just gives it a little bit more life.
And there's this other plugin.
What's this?
It's kind of like autochroma. If you know what autochroma is, it has like the granular effects in it, but it's just specifically this one effect. Like if I put it on the main mel, like just this.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go back and add another layer on top of this. My go-to method for adding layers. So in Patcher, from FL Studio is the signal that's coming through this mixer. And then it goes back into FL Studio. So it comes from shaper box here to here and then into the EQ. But then I have it routed to another channel. I'm gonna route that to a pitch wheel, OTT, a spectral gate, and a soothe. Goes through the patcher, but also through this chain.
Okay.
Because when I route it like this, it's gonna route twice. It's just parallel process.
Got you.
Like the effect.
But then yeah, through that whole little chain you just made, like that Valhalla is getting hit last. It looks a little confusing for like people who haven't been producing very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patcher took me a long time to like understand because like if you go to stock plugins, there's like the XY controller, XYZ controller, formula controller. For the longest time, I didn't know what they did, but you can write like code into the formula controller to control parameters for certain plugins in Patcher.
It gives you like way more control, it looks like.
Like if I have like this type of mel that doesn't really have like a chord progression per se, and I have this bass line, I'll just use this and build simple.
Makes it a little more melodic.
And I'll just copy this over.
That's hard. How long have you been producing?
I think like 9 years now.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
20? Okay. Oh, man. Oh, shit. You started young. Is it like just a second language for you? Like it just comes really natural?
Yeah, I think I can just sit and put ideas down in FL. None of it sometimes is coherent, but I feel like I could just sit down, and I've been doing the same thing for so long. It definitely just comes really naturally.
Yeah. I seen you pulled up Serum FX. That's super underrated.
Like you can run audio through it and then track LFOs with the MIDI out. That little movement in the back.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick.
Perfect.
How'd you get locked in with Slayr?
So one of my friends had put me on to Skype, Slayr, and a few other of my friends. They were in a collective called Lockhearts. I had just been working with Slayr since 2022, 2023.
Okay, so you've been in there for a minute.
Yeah, so I've known Slayr for a while.
So like for advice for like everybody watching, do you feel like you got to be able to find artists that are talented, find them like early on in their career and try to build with them?
Yeah, that's definitely something you can do. One of my friends, A.O. Witty, he had found Skype. I think it was through Brawlhalla, but they had been friends for a while before I had joined Lockhearts. That's how Witty and Skype originally blew up. Just that, like them two putting out songs. I think it was just, Skype just hopping on Witty's tracks.
And I feel like one of the things is just like putting yourself out there and making content's a big thing. Locking in with somebody early too can help as well. There's so many avenues now.
I think this is everything I want to add though.
Fire. So what's your philosophy when you're arranging it like this? Like what's going through your mind here?
I don't do like an arrangement that's to like make the beat. It's just like sections, different variations. Cause I mean, you could definitely use that, like you chop it up. I try to do like 24 to 32 bars.
Okay.
I mean, it really depends on how many stems I have. There's some tech. Hold on. I like doing the waves because it's higher quality. You don't have to do the trim. I mean, it's not that much of a higher quality, but you don't have to do trim, and you can put the markers in here. If I export it, it'll show up. You have the markers for where to cut. And chop into regions. There's all the stems.
What are some of your favorite songs you worked on?
I think my favorite song that I've ever worked on that's released, it's SoundCloud only, but it's called Fix Me by Slayr.
Okay.
It samples this Russian song. Slayr had dropped it on Spotify, got taken down within like a week.
The Russians heard it.
Yeah, they heard it and they were like, yeah, that cannot happen.
Yeah.
It was this song from a Geometry Dash level that I had beaten and was playing at the time. It's so good. It's one of my favorite songs I've ever produced.
All right, so I got the melody pulled up here. I'm just going to start arranging it. I usually just break it up into 16. So I'll do like 16 for the hook or the verse or whatever. Then I'll probably do a bridge with more sounds added back in. So I'll probably just start with the beat actually. I'm going to be using my new kit, the Cody and Noah Exalted kit. It's like 90% done. You work with Noah, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bro.
We're going to be dropping this. It's going to be free for you guys. So you peep that. All my other kits are on my site. Link in the description below. This 2025 stash kit's free too. So. I'm just gonna copy the pattern you did for the most part.
It's probably like my favorite bass line to use.
I've been really taking the philosophy of like less is more, especially even with the bass line. Like I might add a little bit of extra bounces here and there, but I really try to keep like a lot of space to give the artists a little bit of room to work. pattern here, and I'm gonna actually do what you mentioned earlier and probably add a different 808. One thing I like to do, especially when the beats are pretty simple, as far as like for this, I want to let the melody shine because this melody is crazy. I like to kind of try to bring everything together with sound effects because I feel like that adds a lot of character to the beat. You think it needs anything else, bro, or you think it's good?
That's fine.
Gotta say thank you, bro, again for coming on here. I appreciate you. I personally learned some stuff here, and this was really dope. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.